Yo, what's going on out the fight? What is your boy Money back with another one, fam? And this one here is on a big fight with Earl the True Spence Jr. versus Terence T-Bud Crawford. Now we have Floyd Money Mayweather who's coming out. He was going back and forth with Mike Coppercher, but at the same time, Floyd Mayweather just dissed Terence T-Bud Crawford. Mike Coppercher came out and said that Floyd Mayweather, notice where it says the deal has not been signed as the party lawyers clean up legal language. Why can't Terence Crawford have the transparency he's looking for related to the event expenses? That's what held up the deal from being signed. Floyd Mayweather said that Mike Coppercher, that's not true. And if what you're saying is true, please produce paperwork because we can't go back. We can't go by hearsay, right? So Floyd Mayweather just came out and dissed Mike Coppercher. And not only dissed Mike Coppercher, he dissed Terence Bud Crawford, where Terence Bud Crawford said he agreed to everything, right? He accept 35% and that, he want transparency, right? So Mayweather just came out now and told Mike Coppercher that shit is not true at all. It's not true at all. You understand what I'm saying? So is Terence Bud Crawford lying? Come on now, I need y'all to keep up with me now. Y'all have to keep up with me. Is Terence Bud Crawford lying? Is Mike Coppercher lying? Or is Floyd Mayweather telling the truth? To the ones that saying Floyd Mayweather, shitted on Earl Spence, and what Earl Spence is saying is not true because, they don't want the fight and they want to run with the Floyd Mayweather narrative. Well, Floyd Mayweather just came out once again and told Mike Coppercher, that's not true. And if what you're saying is true, please produce paperwork because we can't go by hearsay. We can't go by hearsay. And what's that hearsay? Terence T-Bud Crawford coming to Blue Blood Sports, telling Blue Blood Sports he accepted everything. He accepted everything, right? 35%, giving Earl Spence 65%, right? He want transparency to where he can look for the related to the event's expenses. He's looking for related to the event expenses, meaning he want to see where all the money is coming from, who's producing the money, when it come in, things of that nature. So he want transparency, and he's saying that's what he want to see. And Floyd Mayweather saying that it's all lies. It's all lies that Terence Bud Crawford talking about. You feel me? It's nothing but lies. And that the shit that they telling Mike Coppercher and Blue Blood that shit is lies as well. So now, when Earl Spence come out and call cap, right? Because Earl Spence told Montray-Brown all that shit is cap, right? He wanted to hear Terence Bud Crawford say it out his own mouth, right? Same as Floyd Money Mayweather saying, right? Same as Floyd Money Mayweather saying. That's not true. And if what you're saying is true, please produce paperwork. Please produce paperwork. Or not only that, please have Terence Bud Crawford said out his own mouth, or have Terence Bud Crawford team said out their own mouth. You feel me? But EJ come out and say that shit cap, and he tell Montray-Brown that it's cap. Nobody believes it. Steven Espinoza come out and tell y'all that shit cap, that they still working and negotiating. Nobody believes it. You feel me? Now come on, y'all. We gotta have some truth here now. Come on now. Y'all shitted on me, bro. So at the end of the day, this how we gonna do this, fam. I told everybody, let's wait for all the negotiations to be over with. That way we gonna get the truth. Everything gonna come out on the table once negotiations over with. Whether the fight get done or whether the fight don't happen. What I'm telling y'all, this fight is gonna happen, right? Floyd Mayweather's coming out calling cap on Terence Bud Crawford and the shit that he's saying, right? The shit that he said, the blue blood, that's cap. The shit that either Bo Mack or Terence Bud Crawford told Mike Coppercher, that's cap. So Floyd Mayweather calling cap on all that shit, right? Earl Spence called cap on all that shit, right? Steven Espinoza told y'all that negotiation is still going on. Like nobody's assigned or agreed to anything. Negotiation is still going on. Just like I'm calling cap on Floyd Mayweather with Steven Espinoza shutting his shit down of him talking about the fight ain't gonna take place. You feel me? So I'm keeping it fair right down the middle. Come on now. I'm keeping it fair right down the middle. Y'all got to give me my just due, man. You feel me? I've been told y'all that was bullshit Terence Bud Crawford was talking about. You understand what I'm saying? Just like I'm telling y'all this bullshit what Floyd Mayweather's talking about when he talking about, he control the fight and the fight ain't going to happen unless he say so because he talked to Al. Right? So At the end of the day, all we got to do is wait for everything to be done. And then we all make our, our final judgment off of that. But what Earl Spence told y'all, listen, the fight is going to take place. Just know it's happening this year. And that's all y'all need to know, that it's happening. Stephen Espinoza tell us they negotiating. And nobody putting no light to that. Nobody's not putting no light to that. You know what I mean? When I came out and said Earl Spence said that shit was capped, that turns what Crawford was talking about, nobody was putting no light to that. No light at all. Stephen Espinoza came out, debunked the shit that Mike Carpenter said. No light at all. You feel me? So we got to start being fair, man. Just because you got ones that's riding with Terence Crawford that feel like y'all with Bud so heavy, y'all feel like Bud gonna knock out Earl Spence, this, that, and the third. Y'all feel like Bud deserve X, Y, and Z, right? At the same time, y'all still got to be fair down the middle. Same for the ones that's riding with Earl the True Spence Jr. that feel like Earl Spence gonna beat Terence Crawford, that feel like Earl Spence deserve X, Y, and Z. You know, be truthful down the middle. That's why when you get the real information or you get some information, you can see it through a clear-eyed view. You don't have to go out there and try to make up some shit to make this man look good or make that man look good. You can call it down the middle, a la Montray-Brown, whether people want to admit it or not. Whether people want to admit it or not, nobody can't say I ain't being fair out here in these streets, bro. You feel me? Because I'm looking at one man who's doing everything that he said he was going to do, and he's continuing to do that. And then one man who was unsure of himself, who didn't know what he wanted to do, but now he's back at the table negotiating, which I agree, which is in Terence Crawford, right? And I'm just calling it how I see it down the middle. You feel me? Floyd Mayweather coming sticking his nose and shit. I'm telling him get the fuck out of their business. I'm telling people don't listen to Floyd Mayweather. You feel me? But Mayweather is right on this point. And not just because it's Terence Crawford that said it, because it's the facts. It's common sense, right? He just told that man produce paperwork. They can't produce no paperwork. They can't show Terence Crawford coming out his mouth and saying these things out his own mouth, because he know better. He can't. He better not say, "Oh, I accept 35% and I accept no guaranteed money and I'm just waiting for them." He know not to say no shit like that. He understand what he's doing, because he understand that they still negotiating, like Stephen Espinoza said. He understand that shit is capped, just like Earl Spence said. You feel me? But once you put it out there, y'all people go take it and run with it and try to find a way to flip it. Like y'all been flipping everything else. But Floyd Mayweather now coming out, answering to Mike Carpenter. And mind you, this was weeks ago. Floyd Mayweather just came out today. So Floyd, you coming out kind of late and all that shit. So you need to stay up on what's going on. You know what I'm saying? That's why you came out and misspoke about Bud and Earl, or Earl and Bud not happening, and that they haven't said nothing about it. And Earl Spence came out and said something, and Terence Crawford came out and said something. But you behind the 8-ball, bro. You know what I'm saying? And Fight Hype let you be behind the 8-ball. They ain't even catch your ass up to speed, which was bad journalism on their part. To my understanding, it's bad journalism on their part. You feel me? So at the end of the day, y'all, once again, the bullshit they got, Mike Carpenter said it was shut down. You know, the shit that Bud said, the blue blood, it was shut down, right? And this is no knock the blue. This is just what Terence Crawford said, it's shut down and debunked. You feel me? Because they not coming out and they not standing on that shit. And the people that they telling them is not coming out and standing on that shit. So it holds no weight. It has no legs. You know what I'm saying? Can't get no validity to that shit. You feel me? So right now, Earl Spence, what he said is facts. Stephen Espinoza, what he said is facts. And what Floyd Mayweather is saying about this Terence Crawford situation is facts. You feel me? And if not, then come out with the proof to show us that they not facts. That's all I'm going to say. Come out and have Terence Crawford said out his own mouth. Come out and have Bomac said out his own mouth. Or show some paperwork. And if you can't do that, then you got to take that shit off and retract those statements. Because those statements are false. And wrong as two left shoes. I repeat, the statement that Terence Crawford told Blue Blood, and the statement that Mike Carpenter came out and said about transparency and 35% and all that shit is false and wrong as two left shoes, unless they come out and admit that shit. Other than that, it's dead in the water. Straight dead in the water. And that's just the fact of the matter. People can take it how they want to take it, but that's just the fact of the matter, man. So Earl Spence called cap, Steven Espinoza called cap, and Floyd Mayweather just called cap. Now we got to see if they come back out and say something about that shit. Terence boy Crawford, Mayweather just dished your ass. Until then, it's your boy Money. It's the NSBC moving. Ain't nobody safe in these streets. Hit them thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. If you want to donate OG Money on Cash App, treyhouse52@gmail.com on PayPal. If not, just tell a friend, hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share the videos. And y'all know how your boy get down, man. Big dog status, family.